up for a real fight.
I will break your spirit.
You say, you know what? I violated it again. I understand that. There are consequences. I'm not going to beg and plead. I'm already recognized as tough as it was. He's crossed the line twice. Okay, 2 strikes. There's a 3-strike rule in the Quran too for expulsion, even for prophets. So they move forward until they come to a town. Some town. Which town? Which town? Oh, come on, no? Okay. That's why it's nakira, some town, so that when somebody asks which town, you say some town.
Your nightmare will be never ending.
Because there's a tanween there. Well, not there.
Fight!
Istata'ama ahlaha. They asked their people to feed them. What did they ask for food? Probably fish again. No. Nobody cares. Not the point. Ask the right questions. فَأَبَوْا أَن يُضَيِّفُوهُمَا. So they refused to be hospitable to them. Allah doesn't say they refused to feed them. They refused to be hospitable. They wouldn't even open the door. Get lost. Get out of here. Like, they wouldn't even give them time of day. There's one thing I can't feed you, but there's a tree you could sit under. But they weren't nice at all in any way. They showed no hospitality. فَوَجَدَ فِيهَا جِدَارًا. A wall that wants to tip over. Like, like that. So he set it straight. And it looks like he set it straight by himself, because if they both set it straight, it would have been فَأَقَامَهُ. Right? So he, Khidr, is working on his own. قَالَ لَوْ شِئْتَ. And by the way, why isn't Musa helping? No. No, that's not it. He's scared.
Your
He's not going to take a single step
never ending.
until he's told.
Fight!
He said, if I do anything else,
Come. I shall trust your spirit. Your nightmare will be never ending. Now, fight! I shall trust your spirit. Your nightmare will be never ending. Fight!
You can say يستطيع, and you can also say
I shall trust.
this is cool and this is cool, and the intention was to teach you a self lesson. Two halals. No. Actually, إذا تأخرت أحيانا, when you say more, you mean more. When you say less, you mean less. Which one is brief in speech? تستطيع or تستطيع? He's saying goodbye and he's saying there's no reason to elaborate anything anymore. I'm going to be as brief as I can be with you. This is a very quick axe goodbye. We're done. I'm not even going to say a letter I don't have to do. Just cuts it. So, it was far more patient actually with him before. But by the end of it, let's not prolong this any more than we have to. Please take your stuff and go. What stuff would you get?
Training room.
Okay, so that's a quick overview of
Up for a real fight.
So, inshallah, we'll go into the ayah by ayah. Whatever details I skip, inshallah, we'll go through some of those بإذن الله later. بارك الله لي ولكم بالقرآن الحكيم ونفعني وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. حدثنا أبي بن كعب عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم بعد الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أبي بن كعب narrated to us that the Prophet said, أن موسى قام خطيبا في إسرائيل. Musa alayhi salam stood giving a sermon to the Israelites, the children of Israel. فسئل أي الناس أعلم. So he was asked, which of the people is the most knowledgeable, or not most knowledgeable, I would say more knowledgeable. Right? And a lot of translations make that kind of quick jump and say most knowledgeable. The reason you can't say most is because it doesn't say أعلم. It's not superlative. أعلم without the lam ta'rif is comparative. It's not superlative, right? So أنا, he said I know more. And of course this means in the context of Allah, these people I know more. Right? فعتب الله عليه, so Allah reprimanded him إذ لم يرد العلم يرد العلم إليه, whereby knowledge was not attributed back to him. This red piece is actually sharh hadith. لا ما هو
I will break your spirit. Come. I shall crush your spirit. Your nightmare will be never-ending. Now, fight! Come. I shall trust your spirit. Your nightmare will be never-ending. Now, fight!
Because, when the case of Sulaiman and Dawood comes up in the Quran, it makes it seem like they made a mistake. Like, it makes it seem like Sulaiman missed a prayer, for example, alayhi salam, because he was taking care of horses. That's the common way that part of the Quran Surah Sad is explained. إِنِّي أَخْتَرْتُ حُبَّ الْخَيْرِ right? That I, as opposed to remembering my Rabb, I just took care of the horses. As a matter of fact, that tafsir is rejected by, some classes, because I could not, there's no authentic narration that says that he missed prayer, first of all. And second of all, from the text of the Quran, it's very difficult to just accept that at face value, that he took care of horses and missed salah. And it's even more difficult to accept that because just a couple of ayat before, or the previous ayat, I can't remember, he's awwab. He constantly keeps going back to Allah. Repeatedly goes back to Allah. So he's already been described as someone who usually remembers Allah a lot. And in the very next ayah, we're to assume, based on the words "an dhikri rabbi," that he missed prayer. You know why?
Get ready.
I'm not gonna lose.
All three of those words. Anyway, so I don't want to attribute it directly to Allah. Here is a cause of understand that I'm not keeping the standard that I get. Like if I, for example, say, Arabic. No, you should have said a lot better. In a given context, you can say who knows. He just said I understand that it's actually a way of Allah distinguishing the standards he has for us, the standards he has for us. So this is the case even with he is recommended in the Quran. He's commanded things that any other human being would not be a sin. And they would actually be conversation. Sense is gone, the other sense gets heightened. Second, he simply his forehead, which is completely acceptable. By the way, even more acceptable because a blind person can't possibly be offended by a bulge on someone's forehead. So they're held to a standard.
These be hard people. He got five wins. What? What are you making me miss the lecture?
That part of the business was
Series win!
let's say, as opposed to remembering my Rabb, I just took care of the horses. As a matter of fact, that tafsir is rejected by, some class, because I could not, there's no authentic narration that says that he missed prayer, first of all. And second of all, from the text of the Quran, it's very difficult to just accept that at face value, that he took care of horses and missed salah. And it's even more difficult to accept that because just a couple of ayat before, or the previous ayat, I can't remember, he's Awwab. He constantly keeps going back to Allah. Repeatedly goes back to Allah. So he's already been described as someone who, like, unusually remembers Allah a lot. And in the very next ayah, we're to assume, based on the words "an dhikri rabbi," that he missed prayer. And you know why they say he missed prayer? حتى توارت بالحجاب.
I shall crush your spirit.
So they say until the sun disappeared behind the veil. And they assume it's the sun because it's feminine and the sun is considered feminine. The ayah doesn't say tawarat shams bil hijab. Now tawarat, you guys just did stuff. What pattern is that? Tawarat. Ta'awana, isn't it? What is the feature of ta'awana? Each other. Is this? Can you say about the sun, a single entity, each other? The sun with something else. Actually, what he did was he was taking care of the horses. He made battle horses. He made them march.
Your nightmare will be never ending.
And they go next to each other, and they together disappear until he can't see them anymore. Tawarat is used for the horses that he was taking care of until they went off into the sunset. In a sense, okay. And actually, the an dhikri rabbi is I love taking care of these horses, inspired by my remembrance of my Rabb. I'm actually taking care of these horses because they're going to do the work of the deen. He's doing this fi sabilillah. So there's another reading of the same text, which doesn't violate any authentic narration, except it violates what became very popular historically, just a popular interpretation. Yet it the integrity of Sulaiman.
I shall trust your
Once you
spirit.
have certain principles in your mind, like the integrity of prophets has to be retained, then the way you read the text becomes different. And the way you question text also becomes different. You know, we don't jump to conclusions about prophets. Oh, anyway, there's one more thing about Suleiman came out. So when the horses came back, when horses come back and you're a horse trainer, what do? You check on them. You check on them. And they make it sound like he was so upset that he missed Salah. And when they came back, or when he went back to the horses, he said, "Bring me those horses," and he slaughtered all of them. Okay, he slaughtered all the horses. And
Your nightmare will be never ending. Fight!
He began to miss
Find a new rival.
by the limb and the necks. By the limbs, the legs, and the necks. Okay? So the most scholars say
Top player.
he that's what my life. All of them. He sliced all of them. These horses made me forget. And then the scholars got into this whole debate about, well, if he slaughtered horses, he must have done this fi sabilillah to give them a sadaqah as dhabiha, as, to give out because they couldn't fathom that the Prophet would just, what does it sound like at face value? He became upset and he lashed out at the horses. But, when you mess up and it's easy to miss a prayer, you don't blame anyone else, you blame. It's about you can just What do you do with يكون أيديكم in the Quran. When you can't find water, you pass it over your heads and your hands.
You messed up.
Slice their necks. Slicing its neck. He says that. Describing what was done, but it's completely consistent with the text. You don't have to imagine the word sakeen, knife, in the text. Integrity is broken. It's not hard to repeat. Just be it's not the district. It's not the district. So another example of that is that this is important for a teacher to say. Sometimes teachers, students are asking, chapter 7. I know a little bit. I'm not saying I know everything, but can I just teach you right now? Okay, fine. Sometimes you like, and you have to do that, so by the way, I'm teaching you little slide. You kind of have a tendency to get out of it. So sometimes they have to be told, I don't know. Listen, will you? I know, but I'm the kind of person who does it. You know what people have been doing? If you follow a podcast, it's not that shit. And when a ridiculous question like that is asked, then you know it doesn't respect. Anyway, Allah used to see Adam as an opportunity to take him on a journey. And so, Adam, I don't have a slave right at the merge of the seas. Yes, yes.
Too bad.
Variations of the and exactly that's where it's going to be, and perhaps marriage is going at the end of the same time, and he said, so he says, the fish actually started, it got disturbed. The narrator of the conflict actually was coming. I started to feel this fight and which means also not something that was good. It was already most of it, and it just kind of started moving and so it left. فسقط في البحر So it fell into the sea. فَاتَّخَذَ سَبِيلَهُ فِي الْبَحْرِ سَرَبًا. And it took into the sea. I'll speak deep. And it made a small opening, wake. It made a wake. So this makes it seem like they were an Irish access walking in land, trying to jump on the beach. Okay? So it looks like a lot more people get in now. So Allah held the fish flow of the water, meaning the fish didn't jump into the water, it went on top like a jet ski kind of thing. So Allah held it on the surface of the water. فَصَارَ مِثْلَ الطَّاقِ. So it went like a spear. So then the narrator says this is what the spear looks like. They started demonstrating visually. And so they say he did some visual demonstration, and they put that in the narration as well. فانطلقا يمشيان بقية ليلتهما ويومهما ويومهما actually should be. Anyway, so they both started moving forward. They went ahead, they didn't realize the rest of their night and the next day too. So 2 days worth, like a whole 24 hours worth of travel, they continued. حتى إذا كان من الغد, until time came of the evening. Sorry, early morning. قال لفتاه, said to his young lad, آتنا غداءنا, bring us our lunch. لقينا من سفرنا هذا السبب السجن قال بن ولم يكن موسى أن يسر فجاوز we passed
Bad idea.
not give them a sense of I forget to mention the time that the roasted fish actually you can see it. They found suggested
chasing.
that further corroborates the fish take that road to levy the and then he attributes that. Their footsteps, step by step. So they came back, tracing their steps. So they ended up at the border with so that they saw a man completely wrapped up in a stuff. So this is an object. So he Salam, you don't introduce yourself. So then, was a little bit aggressive. He said, this is it, this whole and Nabi Abdullah Salam. I noticed he doesn't say, well, Nabi Abdullah Salam. He said, somebody grabbed the fatah and said, and now he's getting put in his place to do David.
Terry wins!
You know? So, pushed up and came to you to teach me from the brightness and guidance. ويا موسى سموسى الذي على علم من الله. I have committed and I have committed to do it from within the knowledge of Allah. عندما إياه لا تعلم. That Allah was not given to you.
Round two. Fight.
So when they saw a man completely wrapped up, enveloped in a garment, فسلم موسى, so Musa said salam to him, فرد عليه, so he responded to him, قال, and he responded to him by saying, وَأَنَّا بِأَرْضِكَ السَّلَامُ. Why do you need to say salam where you come from? You just say salam, you don't introduce yourself. So the man kind of was a little bit aggressive and said, this is it, this is all the salam you guys do where you come from? وَأَنَّا بِأَرْضِكَ السَّلَامُ. And notice he doesn't say وَأَنَّا بِأَرْضِكُمَا السَّلَامُ. It says though Musa alayhi salam has already grabbed the fatah and said, let me do the talking. And now he's getting put in his place. She doesn't say وَأَنَّا بِأَرْضِكُمَا السَّلَامُ. It says that Musa alayhi salam has already grabbed the fatah and said, let me do the talking. And now he's getting put in his place a little bit.
Gotta do this.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
I got what you're saying. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Musa. I'll talk properly. أنا موسى بني إسرائيل. You don't do that. You say from. But in old Arabic and old languages, you use a lot of motion, right? So, Musa of Bani Israel, أتيتك لتعلمني مما علمت رشدا. I came to you so you could teach me from what you've been taught in terms of uprightness and guidance. ويا موسى سموسى إني على علم من الله. I am committed. I'm committed to knowledge from within the knowledge of Allah. علمني الله لا تعلم. That Allah has taught me that you don't know. Allah has taught me that. وأنت على علم من الله, and you are committed to knowledge, some knowledge from within the oceans of knowledge of Allah. علمك الله. That Allah has taught you, you taught me. I don't know it. Which means Allah has given you Quran. Allah has given you revelation. You have seen that. But Allah has taught me some other things that you haven't learned. This is kind of funny. Patience with me. And you disagree with that. How can you be patient over something you haven't because you don't have full news of? In other words, you can't be patient over partial information. Which goes back to actually one of the earlier incidents in the all the information is there and you're upset. Complete. Make action and he wasn't able to bear just standing there and watching. Okay? So the narrator says from here, all of that until they wrecked the ship, he recited all of it. The Prophet recited all of those ayat. So a ship passed by. They called out to that boat and that they can be loaded on. We put on your ship. So they recognized Qadr. This is the first time we're hearing that. So they recognized it from it. So they let him board without فلما ركب في السفينة جاء عصفور. So when they went onto the ship, a bird came. A sparrow, literally a sparrow. في السفينة, so it sat at the very edge, at one of the bottom edges of the ship. فنقرت code and infect into the person once it is coded. So kasali sa ibig sa usap kasi ilmi na the Jew and I have eggs as a diminished but still has with him that we don't have except like this bird has just pecked from here. That's all we have. So now the story began with I know more. Right? And now he's met someone who knows more. And the one who knows more says, together, put together, we know nothing. Put together, we really don't know anything. Okay? And there's this humility that's coming with knowledge. I'm reminded of Shah Waliullah Dehlwi's famous quote, rahimahullah, when he would graduate students, he would tell them the same thing every time. He would say, when a tree bears fruit, its branches lower. When a tree bears fruit, its branches lower. And his way of saying when you've acquired knowledge, which is fruit, that it should actually bring you humble, should bring you down, not bring you up. Allah make us simple. So he says, we don't really know anything. إلا مثل ما نقص هذا العصفور بمنقارة من البحر. So now there's this sweet spiritual lesson. We don't know anything except this little droplet. There's this imani kind of experience. And all of a sudden, he grabbed the axe. Right at the brink where the water is. So the ship is shaped like this. So the front of it is called the qaddum from Quddam. The very front. That's where the water gushes and hits against the ship, right? So he says immediately he grabbed the axe and he yanked out a board. قال فلم يفجأ موسى. Musa was not even shocked yet. إلا وقد قلع لوحا. So he didn't know, why is he axing the board? Maybe he's doing something I don't understand. Maybe some new kind of salah. I don't know what he's going to teach me. He's still not surprised yet. But once he axed it, he loosened it.
Your nightmare will be never ending. Fight!
So وقد قلع لوحا بالقدوم فقال له موسى. Musa said to him, what have you done? قوم حملونا بغير نوم. A group of people let us board onto their ship. They didn't even charge us anything. You had evil intent to destroy their ship. To purposely do harm to something. Ta'ammud actually means intentful behavior, right? So you intentionally did this to their ship. فَخَرَقْتَهَا لِتُغْرِقَ أَهْلَهَا. You damaged it so you can sink its inhabitants.
I shall trust your spirit.
Terrible. We'll get into it when we go ayah by ayah. قَالَ أَلَمْ أَقُلْ إِنَّكَ لَن تَسْتَطِيعَ مَعِيَ صَبْرًا. Didn't I say that there's no doubt about it? You're not going to be able to bear patience with me. قَالَ لَا تُؤَاخِذْنِي بِمَا نَسِيتُ. He said, don't take me to account over what I forgot. وَلَا تُرْهِقْنِي مِنْ أَمْرِي عُسْرًا. And don't lean on me and be difficult on me in the decision that I made. فكانت الأولى من موسى نسيان. The first excuse that Musa presented in his defense was forgetfulness. The first line of defense was forgetfulness. فلما خرج من البحر. And when they
your nightmare will be never ending.
Another fight is coming your way.
I was playing with other little children. أخذ الخضر برأسه فقلعه بيده هكذا.
Get ready.
No mercy for you.
How Sufyan narrated that. Is that wins control?
Locked on.
As a
Cammy
result,
wins.
these wins always bring you into contact with something to reflect on something.
You're in my way.
Terry wins.
And Sufyan passing his that Musa alayhi salam remained. understand, at that point to remember, I cannot fully comprehend what's happening here because what I know is a drop, and the reality of this is the ocean. Right? At that point, it's hard to remember. At that point, I mean, I saw what happened. I know what happened. How could this be the case? Like, at that point, you don't want to accept that you don't know the whole story. It's too difficult to see something, to have some knowledge, and accept that you don't know everything. That's really, really hard to do. In my last khutbah, Hollyville, I actually spoke along these lines. It's another...
Here comes a new challenger!
The journey of learning, but about passing judgment, which is related. You don't know the entire story. There's always somebody who knows more. Even if you see...
Ready yourself! Time to repeat! Fight!
Everyone who possesses knowledge is somebody... A knowledgeable. Right? And a fully knowledgeable. To be a man. Fully knowledgeable. The full story.
Round two. Fight.
Akuma, win!
Quit, right? Yeah, of course. They be spooky. I should, if I catch him, if I see him again, we'll just watch. Yeah. Yo, boy.
Come. I shall trust your spirit. Your nightmare will be never-ending. Now, fight!
Be posting these joints.
Come. I shall trust your spirit. Your nightmare will be never-ending.
Astaghfirullah. You see this? How do I edit this? Edit this out? Huh? Delete this? How do I edit? Astaghfirullah. Dang.
Come. I shall crush your spirit.
I need to get this.
Your nightmare will be never ending. Now, fight! Come. I shall crush your spirit. Your nightmare will be never ending. Now, fight! Come. I shall crush your spirit. Your nightmare will be never ending. Now, fight! I shall crush your spirit.
Here comes a new challenger. Round one. Round two. Fight.
He's been a good sport. Look at him being a good sport. That's a good deal. Good man, good man. Good man.
Terry wins. Round one. Round two. Fight. Terry wins. Here comes a new challenger. Round one.
idea. Hey, hey, hey! Yo, wake up! You're deep. Come on! Hey!
Going to run? He definitely was going straight running. You playing this defense, you can run again?
Baby! Too bad! You wait!
Round 2. Fight!
Baby! Come on! Hey! 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 I'm unstoppable.
Shut up.
Final round. Fight!
Hey, hey, hey! Yo, wake up! You dig that? Come on! Gotcha! Thank you! Let's get to it!
Terry wins! comes a new challenger.
Come on, get ready.
Prepare.
Round one.
One little please. Let us begin. With grace. Or
Round two. Fight.
don't move.
Manon win. Round one.
Let me take the lead. Let us begin.
Round two. Fight.
How silly.
That was stuck.
Manon win.
Your night here will be never ending. Now, fight!
Here comes a new challenger. Round one. Fight. Bravo, fight. Trash. Round two. Fight. Impossible.
Too bad.
That all?
Bad idea.
Too bad.
Right.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Somebody else's bag and got them arrested. You would not find that to be an acceptable course of behavior. We will all pass.
You are
Round two. Fight.
Too bad.
You wait.
Fight. Round. Fight.
miserable. Flee.
Bison wins.
You know, I can't believe this happened in my own lifetime. When I was first learning about sort right, in the 90s when I was first learning
Fighting master.
committed to the truth, realize on our side, all of this wouldn't be happening. You know, I don't even want to be Muslim because all of these things that are happening to us.
Come on, get ready. Time for a beatdown. Round one.
Things are going to be particular principle is one recognizing our and those will not continue to open the doors of wisdom. So when they saw the man completely wrapped up, enveloped in
Assalamualaikum. What's up, Ma?
Were you on the game with Omar?
No.
I had to take the action. I want that game at night. And I need that phone. I was telling him to give me that phone. He won't give me the phone. That father not here or I will not here.
Alright.
You can't call him on the phone.
I can, Ma. He got Wi-Fi.
All right. Tell him to bring me up and he did not clean up that kitchen.
No?
No,
He was asking me when I was coming back, too. I should have said I was coming back and said, no. Alright. No problem, Pa. Yo, for real, yo? For real, bro? Really damn. You know, look what time it is, and she hitting my phone, bro.
Terry wins.
Bro, please don't make me come around there. Wallahi, I'm telling you what I was gonna do. I'm telling you that's what I'm doing, bro, and I don't care what. I'm not gonna care. And you gotta go to school. Like, why you didn't do the kitchen yet? Why is she hitting my phone almost 2 o'clock in the morning, bro? Yeah, wallahi, Umar, I don't want to come around here, bro. For real. I need to go take her to that game or do something, so I don't have to come around here. Huh? What did you do? Why did you call me? Bro, I'm not lying. My mother.
I don't know. I think that she came here and took the game.
Bro, do that every. Well, she said something about a phone too, bro. Why you, bro? Just do the kitchen. Yeah, you don't feel like it, do you? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. You don't feel like doing nothing. But probably just going, laying, rolling over, or still playing the game. I'm about to come around there, y'all. Yep, I'm about to come around there. I don't got school in the morning. I see you in a little bit, so I
If you're happy and you know it smell big and bright.
Thousands of kids just like me are happy every day.
And it's all because of generous people like you who support Shriners Hospitals for Children.
When Allah says, what does he think is not going to happen? He dares to think bones will not come together?
Assalamu alaikum. Before you begin this video, just quickly wanted to let you know that so much of the work on the Quran has been completed on Bayyinah TV. I want you to enjoy systematically studying the Quran from the beginning all the way to the end in brief and then in great detail. And to do that, I'd like for you to sign up on BayyinahTV.com. And once you appreciate what's going on in Bayyinah TV, I want you to become an ambassador for it and share that subscription with friends and family and give it as a gift also. Thank you.
What does the Quran do? The Quran places the human being at the spiritual center of the sky.
Here comes a new challenger.
Skies and the earth,
Mm.
the vastness of the universe, has ayat.
Get
for
ready.
believers.
Don't expect
For believers. It's incredible to me that we have a conversation with Allah and the Fatiha. Right? I'm not going to get into the universe.
They be happy to get me. What? I'll be off you. Sure.
Is it 14 trillion?
Well, I'm gonna get there. Everybody.
The universe is now being determined in those numbers.
What's that? Happy? Happy you got a double person? Do it while I'm, yeah, you better sit.
Which is just the first sky, through the second sky,
They
through
know
the
me
third,
be
fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh sky, and reaches the
Mm.
Arsh of Allah, and above the Arsh of Allah, it reaches Allah, and Allah responds, Hamidani Abdi, my servant made hamd of me.
Enjoy systematically studying an ambassador for it.
إن في السماوات والأرض لآيات للمؤمنين. The skies and the earth, the vastness of the universe, has ayat for believers. For believers. It's incredible to me
I shall
that
trust your
when
spirit.
we have a conversation with Allah in the Fatiha, right? If I'm reciting the Fatiha, I'm speaking, and my voice travels at the speed of sound, doesn't it? What's faster, the speed of sound or the speed of light? Okay, light. The universe is measured, the age of the universe is measured with the speed of light. And the speed of light, roughly, what is it, 14 trillion billion or something. The age of the universe is now being kind of determined in those numbers, right? That means light had to travel for that many billions of years to reach us. That's the farthest light we can imagine, and that's giving us the age of the universe so that we know. But when I say the Fatiha,
Your nightmare will be never
my
ending.
voice
Now, fight!
all of this universe, which is just the first sky, through the second sky, through the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh sky, and reaches the Arsh of Allah. And from the Arsh of Allah, it reaches Allah, and Allah responds, Hamidani Abdi, my servant made hamd of me. How powerful is the Ruh? How powerful is the dhikr of Allah? How powerful is the human being that he or she is connected to Allah beyond so powerfully that the entire universe and beyond becomes insignificant in comparison to the connection that the human being has with Allah. Whoa. Whoa. Science is saying we're just a particle of dust. And the dhikr of Allah makes the entire universe a particle of dust compared to our connection with Allah.
Come,
It's just mind-blowing.
I shall crush your spirit.
Anyway, let's go on. Next ayah. أيحسب الإنسان أن لن نجمع عظامه. وعدي ibn Abi Rubay'a وخلد. So this is the first narration. You just translate this ayah first and I'll read this narration to you. That has the human being reckoned? Has the human being calculated? Has the human being measured? That we are not going to gather his bones? Regather his bones? That's This is the narration from وختن الأخنس بن شريح وهو أن ذلك كان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول فيهما اللهم اغفر لي جاري السوء. These two people, the Prophet ﷺ used to say, Ya Allah, you be enough for me against evil neighbors. And these were the two evil neighbors, right? They said to him one day,
Nowhere to run.
Ya Muhammad, حدثني عن يوم القيامة. متى يكون؟ كيف يكون separated, and he will bring them back together
They
in
nice because they got the best of me. Wow, I wasn't even paying attention.
So these people thought, yeah, what? Also, these that I did.
All of them. No more than Joyce. Look what happened. Different story.
We have a simplistic understanding of it.
Round two. Fight.
open-ended, and that's what he means here by تعريف الجنس. وهو عموم عرفي منظور فيه إلى غالب الناس يومئذ إذ كان المؤمنون قليلا. Alusi says, and by the way, the ayah came down, most people were non-Muslims, so this cannot even be referring to just disbelievers or just believers. It's referring to everybody, especially at the time, because at the time believers were very few.
They're not that many. وَجِيءَ بِحَرْفِ لَنْ. This is because the Mufassirun focus on word by word, right? So the ayah says, has the human being assumed that we shall not put his bones together? The shall not is the word lan. So this is the comment for the word shall not. Okay? وجيء بحرف لن الدال على تأكيد النفي لحكاية اعتقاد المشركين. Lan is used for, nah, it's never gonna happen. Have they imagined that it will never ever happen? Looks, it's absolutely impossible.
Your nightmare will be never-ending. Now, fight! Come. I shall crush your spirit. Your nightmare will be never-ending. Now, fight! I shall crush your spirit.
A new warrior has entered the ring!
Let us begin.
Time for a beatdown!
Round one. Fight!
Whoa. Thank you.
All right. Pay attention.
Terry wins. Round one. Round two. Fight. What's wrong? Get up!
You messed up.
Terry wins.
Today, the section we're going to go through, at least I'm ambitious about it, is rather large. It's from ayah number 25 all the way to ayah number 37. If we don't get there, I'll be okay, but at least we'll try to get there. This is the section of the people of the left hand. Basically, that entire section is dedicated to the people of the left hand. And so it begins in contrast with the previous section, where Allah says now, وَأَمَّا مَنْ أُوتِيَ كِتَابَهُ بِشِمَالِهِ. As for the one who's been given his book in his left. The word shimal comes from shamala, or ishtimal, which means inclusion. The left hand is considered secondary when you're holding something and you want to include the second hand in to be able to grab it properly. That's what became the shimal, because it helps you become to do shumul of something. to include something in your grasp, right? So it's actually considered in that sense secondary, right? And by saying he's been given the book, or somebody did something with their shimal, what that actually means in Arabic is they didn't take it that seriously. It wasn't really, it wasn't worth much, because if something's worth something, you put your right hand on it, right? So as for the one who's been handed his book in his left, then he will call out, oh, what has happened?
Here comes a new challenger.
Word for regret. I'll tell you the etymology in a minute, but it's very hard to translate. In older English, they had things like "woe unto me" or "woe
Let's
is me."
go! Ring the bell!
Right? But woe is not to say woe. Shakespeare that's not the same. Teenager goes around. Human handwriting is declining rapidly, right? So adults are writing like third graders used to write, right? Teenagers will see me just write second grade, now that was so much language is more rich as it used to be. Instead of expressing frustration with words, you could just send them an emoji, right? And you can also, now, because we're in the world of rapid communication, we don't even write the full sentence. It used to be all right. So the abbreviation of language and the misspelling of words, that's the common thing now, right? And so language is going through a tremendous thing.
Good workout!
I experienced this firsthand. It's great.
Oh, yes. Smart, bro. Like,
so I haven't had continuing Urdu education since, and that was in 1865. So it's been last year.
it is Tuesday rank.
It's got Anglo influence now. It's got Hindi influence now. So people say, "Give that child away." So making a point. It's an insertion of this becomes more important. This is happening that there's a loss of natural language, right? So as a result of that, the Quran's language seems artificial. So when it says something like "ya laytani," or from 100, 150 years ago in English, somebody says "woe is me," That sounds odd to you now, right? Because we just don't have the words for certain emotions. Just say lost. He's adding it to his notes. This person saw and he saw the ugliest deeds that they had done. Very pain, not just physically, so the psychological nature of Jahannam has begun. It doesn't hurt much. I find this idea that torture is so amazing that it provides physical pain. There are two examples that I can think of. One of them is Musa's. Musa is not evil, but he's going to go back to the Pharaoh. They're going to completely humiliate. Okay? So he told Allah, Master, I am afraid that they shall call me a liar. And then he made a list of things that he's afraid of. And the fifth thing that he listed, the last and fifth thing he listed was وَإِنِّي أَخَافُ أَن يَقْتُلُونَ وَلَهُمْ عَلَيَّ ذَنْبٌ فَأَخَافُ أَن يَقْتُلُونَ. They have a crime recorded against me, and I fear that they shall kill me. So his first fear, the first thing that came to his mind, to bring us as a state of emergency to God, to Allah, when he's directly in conversation with Allah, is humiliation. And the last item was what? Death. Like that. Just think about what worries him. Because the thing that worries you the most is the one you bring up first, right? Similarly, you see the case of Maryam Salamun Aliyah, who bears Jesus. She gives birth to Isa. And she knows when she comes back to town, that town, the Muslim city, that's now she was living by the masjid. She disappears. Perpetual humiliation.
You messed up.
Humiliating others. People that got a kick out.
Chun-Li
Listen, even somehow that like you are those and let's say swing that's what they call engagement. Anyway, pay attention that the punishment to the soul is much more intense than the punishment. State, not just of humiliation, but of anguish, of anxiety. When is it going to happen? When are they going to find out? When are they coming? How's your time? Like new. And James has been great. Your insurance. You are living in terrible terror. Anxiety is an
Chun-Li
they're just, their necks are held back. Like they can't really muscle stiff. These are, if you study people that have extreme cases of paranoia or anxiety, those kinds of things, you'll notice that they exhibit these behaviors that Allah is describing people experiencing on Judgment Day. But what's worse about it is, whatever it is that you are anxious about, if you're afraid of something, right? Let's say there's police, and some guy knows that they're looking for him, right? And he sees the police right over there. Which way is he going to run? It's a direction.
Here comes a new challenger.
He gets people to keep their eyes open so they can't blink. The criminals, they have to keep their eyes open, they can't blink. He keeps their necks up so they can't look down. And then he forces them, he forces them to run towards something that terrifies them. Like a set of breaking. So this, if I do this, I'm going to go to hell. Let me do it 2 times.
Man, come on! I'm ready to go!
This.
Kimberly wins.
That's Leita. That's the equivalent of Leita in Urdu. I don't know of an English equivalent. This is like, I think of it as, if only things were different. If only that didn't happen.
Domo arigato. From the Bushinu.
Crying over how things have
Man, come on, I'm ready to go. Off you go. What the?
This person gets to look in their left hand. I don't think any of us have. They're just saying, can I not get it? I wish I never got it. I wish I never read it. So they read it. This is a very special test for state of people. How they use this that they say, I wish I was never given my book. The expression YOLO. You only live once. The idea behind that is that this life is all there is. And this life is all there is. And I think that's control over your round two. This episode, because this is all there is. So this becomes the realization. Music for teenage years. They start magic tackle. They start creating. Yeah, so this is all I get to do. Because you only live once. This is never going to come back. This is all we ever have, right? And so these people created an entire life based on the assumption that everything I'm doing, live in the moment, be yourself, be in the now, enjoy yourself, find your true happiness, connect with your true self, you do you, all this kind of crap that's now being sold to humanity. I just want to do me. I just want to do me, and then do me means I want to do really bad things, but I'm gonna glorify that as saying I'm being